Sadibou.
How you doing?
Another finals. I guess your entire PFL career, right? You were always so close.
Yeah,
Now to be back-to-back finalist, coming in as a champion.
yeah.
How does that feel? Like, do you feel vindicated?
I have to be honest. I don't know what vindicated means. But it feels great to be honest. It feels great because I put in the work. I made the sacrifices that I needed to make. I tried everything. I even moved from Sweden here. So I believe it tastes even better just because I didn't reach it for the first three times, right? So I had to reinvent myself. I have to be honest, and me and my team were like going back and forth. Okay, we should do this because we're there. We like, but it just hasn't been enough. So now it feels great. It feels amazing, and it feels, to be honest, like a little bit of like finally, finally, you know.
And not only that, like you're going out there and finishing people
Yeah.
in with highlight finishes, right? Like there was this always thing where like you were an exciting kickboxer, but then people were saying like you were point fighting, and
Yeah.
then this season you're like fuck that, I'm gonna go out and knock these guys out.
Yeah.
What changed?
So uh, I believe it was a little bit with my mindset because in a couple of fights I got stuck in in positions that I needed to, like, it was holes in my game that I needed to cover, right? So a lot of last year, both on the mat but also mentally, was just like covering all of those holes. And when I finally felt like, okay, now I feel comfortable all over, I can now still do what I do and still improve on my wrestling and my grappling and my all-around game, but I can now put a little bit more focus on the exciting things, which is my bread and butter, the striking. So it hasn't been one thing; it's been a lot of small things that just come together.
Less than a month out, how are you feeling? How's the body? How's the dreaded weight cut?
To be honest, it feels amazing. Like, the best thing with PFL is I know when I'm fighting. I don't have the opportunity or the time to get out of shape. So having that now, fourth camp since April, actually since February, if you know, so like I'm in such a good shape, and mentally I'm better than I've ever been. So it feels I'm very very excited for this one.
And fighting Magomed to rematch. I guess when training for someone that you've already fought, and it was a little while ago, like, do you feel he's changed, like evolved a little bit, and you've evolved, so it's a little bit different, or do you feel like he's kind of the same?
To be honest, I believe that if you look at the PFL roster, I believe if you look at the last 2 years, I'm probably one of the most, if not the most improved fighter. Magomed is a great fighter. He's a former champion. He relies a lot on his experience, but when I look at him, I'm not seeing like, oh my God, he added that. Oh my, like, no. But he's always gonna be good, and he's always gonna show up. He's never gonna beat himself, right? So we prepare for a lot of different scenarios, but yeah, I feel amazing.
Do you think he's gonna try and grapple you?
Uh, I hope he will, because for me, I want to fight him because I want to show myself that not only is he not gonna be able to out grapple me, out wrestle me, I'm gonna out wrestle him.
Interesting, interesting. Well, at the end of the day, November 24th, how do you get your hand raised?
Oh, the ref is just lifting it.
Makes sense, makes sense. And then finally, just two questions outside. Since we last talked to you, your teammate Sean Strickland won the middleweight championship.
Yeah.
How cool was that to see? Because I've seen you guys go to war
Yeah.
during sparring.
Yeah. For everyone that's been listening to me, I've said it so many times. There was nothing with that performance from Sean that was surprising for me. So I'm so happy for him, so proud of him, and he's one of my main training partners. He actually was my last round now before coming in here. So we just help each other grow. So I'm looking forward to keep growing with him.
And finally Cedric Doumbé is coming over to your division next year. I think that's going to be just pure fireworks when you guys fight two kickboxers that are now MMA fighters. Like, are you excited to fight him?
Listen, there's always nice fighting guys that that comes with a name, comes with a like a background and a champion. But my focus is on the finals. I'm not thinking about Cedric Doumbé right now.
I
Yeah.
just have one question. You know, there's obviously the excitement of winning the title for the first time and winning the $1 million for the first time, but is
Yeah.
that excitement still there to do it again, or is it just a different kind of excitement?
So for me, like all the things around, like obviously the big paycheck and all of that, like that, it makes a difference and it's exciting. But to be able to work on something and see the improvements and see that it works, that's why I started this, right? That's so for me. That's the thing that excites me. That, like I said in the previous question with Magomed, if he's gonna wrestle, I wanna be able to see like, okay, how's my wrestling like compared to 2 years ago? Those things excite me. All of it, I know that I'm on the highest level in the world right now. I know I'm gonna stay. I know I'm gonna put in the work to stay here. So all of the other things around is gonna keep coming.
Earlier this year in Vegas, you kind of touched upon how beneficial the move to Las Vegas was for you. Now that you're in the finals once again, I mean, can you kind of add on to it, how it's been for you this year?
Yeah, like I believe it speaks for itself. Like I moved here. The first year I moved here, I won it, and I still live here. I'm in the finals now, and I believe that people are starting to talk about me, I should say, in a different tone, so to speak. I'm not a kickboxer that can sometime point fight or whatever, right? I'm a complete MMA fighter right now, and I believe that I'm just getting better and better, and so I'm very happy with where I'm at right now.
And in that same Vegas card, you actually had a pretty good ovation when you came out. I mean, are you excited to hopefully fight here again one day?
For sure. Like like I was a little bit surprised. It's hard to surprise me nowadays, to be honest. But I was a little bit surprised, and I got a little bit emotional, and I'm a little bit like mad at myself because I was so like it was the first fight of the season. It was the first fight after the championship, right? So it was a lot of emotions, a lot of nerves. So like the arena was popping, and my coach was like sunk it all in, and I was so focused. I didn't dare to like take it all in. So I'm a little bit like mad at myself for not doing that, but it was amazing.
And this time around, it's in Washington. I mean, you and Olivia actually went out to check it out. I mean, what'd you make of it?
Yeah, so to be honest, I fought in Washington. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 times before. I love Washington. That was actually where I did my PFL debut, 2018. So yeah, we didn't get to go into the arena, but we scoped around the area, and I like it. It's a good area to get a nice knockout.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, appreciate you.